Do you find yourself overly sensitive to other people's opinions, especially when the feedback is negative? Have you ever felt judged for what you wear or say? Or perhaps you've been left out, like when you weren't invited to a dinner gathering? If these thoughts keep replaying in your mind, today's video is for you. We are going to learn how to make peace with ourselves. Early on, I was afraid of saying something wrong and being laughed at. Such a ridicule would intensify my discomfort. At the dinner table, I was very cautious. When I held the spoon to scoop the soup, I became nervous, afraid of spilling it and getting scolded. I dreaded making eye contact, uncertain what others would think. Overall, I just cared too much about what other people think of me, and I was trapped in a cage I didn't even know existed. Most of my unhappiness comes from this overcaring. My parents and relatives once told me not to worry about what others think during my adolescence. But breaking that inertia wasn't easy. It had been a long time before I gained the awareness to eliminate this emotional burden. When someone reacts negatively, it feels like a fishbone is stuck in the throat. Yet this discomfort resides inside me. Ignoring it only pushes it deeper. When we eliminate this emotional burden, we regain control over our feelings and get closer to true happiness, allowing us to finally enjoy life to the fullest. Sure, we can distract ourselves or try to reason with the person who provided the feedback. But what if we could understand and manage these feelings from the inside through a more scientific approach? First, let's look at why our brains treat social rejection like a life threat. Our brains scan for a social threat just as they once scanned for saber-toothed tigers. Because being expelled from the tribe means certain death, psychologist Michael Gervais calls this FOPO, the fear of other people's opinions, an automatic alarm that fires before we even speak. Next, there is a quirk of memory and self-worth that works against us. We remember criticism 3 times longer than praise, a trait that once kept our ancestors safe, but now fuels social anxiety. When our self-identity is shaky, we lean on others' judgments to define our worth. And I confess, I once grew arrogant when praised for my grades. Have you ever felt like everyone's staring at your mistake? That's called the spotlight effect. We overestimate how much people notice our flaws. Research shows fewer than 10% remember your embarrassing outfit, and less than 3% even notice. Next, let's look at how our upbringing and today's culture prime us to seek approval. Childhood messages, linking grades or looks to words, social media likes as a digital currency, endless comparisons online, perfectionism traps. All of it rewires our brains to crave approval. Now, for those of us who are highly sensitive, these social pressures hit even harder. Highly sensitive people feel it more intensely. First, our amygdala goes into overdrive, reacting up to 3 times stronger to social rejection. Secondly, we tend to overanalyze every facial cue and tone, turning simple conversations into puzzles. Finally, emotional mirroring means we observe others' feelings as our own, blurring the line between their emotions and ours. Here are practical steps. First, focus only on feedback from people who truly know and support you. Not everyone deserves your caring, and only a few people deserve it in fact. Please focus on feedback from people who truly know and care about you, and from those who have proven they can handle life's risks. Next, practice responding with a calm and an open mind, even to criticism. Most negative comments come from a different perspective, not malice. If there is value, accept it. If not, don't waste energy arguing over it. It is not what others do that harms us, but our own chosen response that hurts ourselves. Please think about this carefully. Then, step back and ask yourself if the feedback is valid, or if you can simply let it go. If the criticism is valid, use it humbly to improve. If it is unfounded, simply ignore it. Mastering this makes you stronger becoming an emotional leader rather than a servant. After that, learn to release your grip on how things should turn out, worrying that you will lose a relationship by doing nothing or by responding only fuels anxiety. Whether you discuss it further or move on, focus on your goals and your genuine connections. Now, pause and use a grounding technique. If you feel overwhelmed, pause, take deep breaths, exercise, or listen to music. Do whatever comes to you. Then shift your focus to a bigger purpose that eclipses everyday criticisms. A purpose you care deeply about will eclipse most others' opinions. Please remember that only your life goal matters, and many negative comments don't deserve your attention at all. Next, remind yourself that being kind to you is more important than pleasing others. When you prioritize your own values and well-being, external judgments lose their power. Then drop the mask, show up as you are, not who you think they want. Only by dropping the mask can you discover what truly matters to you and live authentically. This is extremely important. Listen to yourself, be yourself, rather than being controlled by others. Finally, remember criticism will come, and that won't stop you from moving forward. No matter what you do, someone will always judge. The question is, will you let it define you? Once you stop caring so much about others' opinions, you will experience less stress and anxiety, greater attractiveness, confidence shines, a more interesting life, freedom from people-pleasing, increased independence, more genuine relationships, self-love, inner happiness, more confidence, and a deeper contentment. So in a nutshell, other people's opinions are survival leftover, not a life sentence. You have the power to rewire your mind, stand tall in your purpose, and be free. If this video helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more on mastering your mind and emotions. Share in the comments what's one way you have practiced letting go today. Remember, you are not defined by their judgment. You are defined by your choices.